And so if every Ghanaian decides that we are all going to, in our own small corner, we're going to do things that will reduce import, the economy will begin to boom. My uncle, Kenofriata, Honorable, I think I like him, and I like him for what he said. Let's think through. Let's not be emotional about it. I knew, or I still know in my house, if you come to my house, there's a young woman who is just next to my house. They're selling plantain and cassava and some things. And I see the development in her life. Sometimes our certificates deceive us. I am a master's holder, so I must do this. And if you want to survive in life, you do not rely on your certificate. You do prudent, or you take prudent decisions. In your 20s, you must start small. You must understudy. You must learn. Towards your 30s, you must use the experience you've gained from senior men to begin to identify something you can do on your own. Again, even if you're a medical doctor, you must end up as an entrepreneur. Everybody, some way, somehow, you must end up as an entrepreneur, because even if you set up your own law firm, you're an entrepreneur.
I do not want to get into politics, but just as the person wrote that the youth have frowned on what the Honorable Minister said, the government payroll is full. I want to ask two questions. First of all, if you, Mark, Honorable Mark Okraku Mantey, if you were not in government,
how did you know me? You. The first time you saw me, how did you see me?
Let's not go there.
I had come to Kumasi to sell records to you at a nightclub.
Yes.
That's how you met me.
Yes, that's right.
Did you know my age at the time?
No.
That is why I asked the question. In the books, they say entrepreneurship can be taught. But I do not know if people are born with entrepreneurship. Because do you know how I used to come to that Kumasi that you used to see me? I was around 19.
Oh, I see.
My parents wouldn't allow me to come to Kumasi and do that job. So you know what I tell them? I wear my shorts and normal t-shirts. I'm purchasing something around the corner. I'll be back. And I'm in Kumasi because I'm ready to sell. My boss, Kosichum, I hear when people used to, in our time, when your dad about for in your holidays, you have to go to London and America, and they come back with a Discman and PP system in their bedroom to flaunt and woo the pretty women in town. I hear Mr. Kosichum, the first time he went to London, he came back with 20 feet container rice. It's an attitude. I think it's an attitude that we must teach the younger ones right from scratch. My father taught me that, my late father. Yes. Mark, let's shop. I go and sit at the shop. He says, sir, you identify opportunities. People you don't have to go to school and say, when I finish, I'm going to GRA, I'm going to the popular one, or the immigration. Yeah. No, that is not how we must build a nation. No. So I think that my uncle, I call him the man in the white shirt, Ken Oforiata, what he said, I know that it is something that has been bothering a lot of people in society, but we are unable to talk about it because it's a no-go area, because the youth will get angry. The youth will not understand because they were not taught some of these things growing up. My father was a teacher, so I have to be a teacher. My father used to work at immigration, so I have to also work at immigration. And I can assure the youth that all the great rich men in the world are sellers. They should begin to admire the Jack Ma's. They should begin to admire the Despites. They should begin to admire the Kosichums. Begin to admire the Bill Gates, Zuckerberg. They are all sellers. If you want to be rich,